How much should you charge for your private investigative services when you're just starting out? Hi, I'm Larry K, ShadowAnyone.com, and the creator of the Investigator's Ultimate Guide series, Premium Private Investigator Training from someone who's been there and done that. It's an interesting thing because when you're just starting out, you say, well, I don't have a lot of experience maybe, or I'm not really sure, or what's even a bigger problem, because probably you know the job pretty well. Hopefully you've gotten some good training, maybe from ShadowAnyone.com, hopefully from ShadowAnyone.com. But you know the job, you can do the job, and you're thinking about getting clients, and one of your instincts is going to be, I can charge less than everybody else and pick up clients. And I'm completely opposed to that for a variety of reasons that I won't get into here. But what I want you to know is I want you to think about it in terms of another industry. For example, if you opened a pizza shop, you would not start out selling pies for $0.25 a piece. You say, well, I'm new, I got to establish some business, I'm going to sell them for $0.25 a piece. And then once I've been in business for a while, once I've been running it for a year, I'm going to raise it to $2 a piece. You know, these real experienced pizza parlors, you know, they can charge more, but I'm starting out. And then maybe after 5 or 6 years, I can start charging $5, $10 a pie, whatever it might be. You would never do that in a million years, and I don't want you to do that in your private investigation business. You have a service, you have a skill set that not everybody has. And what I want you to do is I want you to charge what it's worth. And there's the whole key. If you're coming out of, say, government service as your background, or even working for other agencies, and you're used to working at, say, you know, $12 an hour as an investigator, and now you're opening your own agency and you say, well, 65 or 85 an hour seems like a lot. Remember, the key element for you here, as opposed to just gathering up cases and somebody else relies on the budget if you're working for the government, but the key element here is you need to provide a service that adds value to your client. See what I'm saying there? If you're providing something, if you're providing them a service at $85 an hour, but they're getting $100 an hour or $500 an hour worth of value out of that, then that's worth it, and they will happily pay it. You know, if you're working a case, a spousal support case, I give you a real world example. I was working a case, and the client, the man I was working for, was paying $4,000 a month in spousal support. Now, how much is it worth to him to stop doing that? If he paid me $4,000 to work his case, that's just 1 month. If I got him out of that and saved him the next 10 or 15 years, is that worth it? Is it worth $4,000? What if I only worked 1 day on the case? Is my time worth $4,000 an hour or $4,000 a day? It would be to that man, because he pays me one time $4,000 and he never has to pay that out again. And that's a very obvious case, and I didn't make $4,000 working that case, and I actually worked 3 days at my standard rate. But my point is, you have clients who are hiring you, and a lot of times they can put a financial number on why they're hiring you. They need you to find a car that's been, someone's absconded with a car, and you got to help the repo guy locate it. Well, if they're 10 grand in the hole on that car, then they're certainly going to be willing, or should be willing, to pay $500, $550 to you to skip trace and find the vehicle. And that's the way that I've done it in the past. And so what I want you to get, if nothing else, understand you need to add value to the people that you're serving. I do that with the training materials that I have. They're not cheap. We all know they're not cheap, but they are worth it. The Investigator's Ultimate Guide to Process Serving, that retails at $400. But when you're serving process, if you know, you're going to make that in a month, right? Once you have your steady clients, maybe the first month, it's not unusual, it's not unheard of, but you're going to make that money over and over again, and it's worth it. You know, if I could pay you $400 once and then make, you know, $500, $1,000, $1,200 a month over and over again, would I do that? Absolutely. I would take that deal all day long. And that's how you have to look at your services that you offer other people. You should be charging enough to make it worth your while to take the time and energy and effort and your expertise, but by the same token, they should be getting way more value out of it than what they're paying for. And that makes for a good business relationship, and that's just the way business should be run. If you'd like to learn more about the training materials I have, go to shadowanyone.com. There's a section in each product I have about marketing and selling to your clients. Very valuable. A lot of experienced investigators get the materials just for the marketing things that are in there, and it's just something that's going to make you money over and over again. This is Larry K, shadowanyone.com. Remember, do the right thing, even if it's the hard thing.